Welcome back to Algebra 1. We're still in Unit 5, Chapter 5, which is inequalities. Right now we're going to look at compounding inequalities, and this video we're going to look at those that contain the word and. So you're looking at two inequalities considered together. It's true, only true if both inequalities are true. If one of them is false, then it's not true. The solution set is where the graph of the two inequalities overlap. And this overlap is called an intersection. You can compare this to an intersection of two roads. Where two roads cross, that's called an intersection. And you're going to look at the same thing here. It's the intersection of where the two inequalities cross. They'll usually be in the form of this, where they have the word and, or they can be in the form where the x is in the middle, and this is also an and compound inequality. Let's look at some examples. We have x is greater than equal to 3 and x is less than 7. If you were to graph x is greater than equal to 3, it would be the dot. You have to include the point of 3, and the arrow would point this way because it's greater than. X is less than 7. This one would be the circle because it's not equal to, and it would point this way. So what you're looking at is where do these intersect. So it can be written this way or this way, and as you can see, it intersects with 3 and 7. So this is what the graph of the intersection would look like. This is the answer that you could find on an EOC. You can also get problems like this. Solve and graph an intersection. And you have x negative 2 is less than or equal to x minus 3, which is less than 4. Break it into two inequalities. We have this one, which is this part of the inequality. Then you have this one, which is this part of the inequality. Solve both of them out. We have 1 is less than and equal to x. To graph it, we move the x to the other side. We've talked about this in class because it's a common mistake to point your line in the wrong direction when x is on this side. And there's our graph of x is greater than or equal to 1. And then we have x is less than 7 after we solve out. And then where do they intersect? And here is the intersection of this compound inequality. Your turn. What I'd like for you to do is to write this inequality down and stop the video. Try to solve it before you before you watch the rest of the video, because the solution is here. But I want to see if you can do this. And after you've solved it, go ahead and start the video again and go to the solution. And here is the solution, and your answer ends up being negative 1 is less than and equal to r, which is less than 3, and there's the graph on the equation. So next time we're going to look at compound inequalities with or. So see you then.